Hey, all you cool cats and kittens out there. I'm checking in with you guys after coming back from spring break. I wanted to kind of go over the SoapsTone worksheet that I put in front of you guys. I'm trying to create the perfect SoapsTone graphic organizer digital archive. Um, so let me kind of take you through what I want you guys doing today. I'm hoping you guys all saw the AP exam updates that I posted the week before spring break. And then there's been a couple new updates that I'll kind of push out to you guys as soon as I can. But it's rhetorical analysis, of course, it's rhetorical analysis. So I want to get us kind of comfortable with soapstone and trying to discern tone and rhetorical strategies in text that we're reading. So we're going to start. If you guys click on this, it'll take you to a link to our a John F. Kennedy um, speech. And you guys are going to read through the speech. I would really recommend printing out and annotating this guy just because this is from, I think, 2012. And it's been a while since they've done any presidential speeches. And I feel in my bones that it might be that they may have a presidential speech or a speech of some kind this year. So one thing I want you guys to look at is you guys can go through this, read through it, and you are going to just sit with it. Like, just sit with it. Read through it. Try and think about what you know about John F. Kennedy. Try and think about what you know about the context of when he's writing this, about the time that he's writing this, the topic, the subject, the speaker. Don't just read it through and just try and understand it. Read through it a second time where you're actually annotating it. And then you're going to start going through the soapstone. So give me the title of the reading, the author, the speaker, and then you're going to do our normal thing. So subject, what is the main idea of what JFK is talking about here? What is his the subject that he is talking about to this audience? What is the occasion? I want you guys to be certain to discuss and record both the larger occasion that is those issues or ideas that must have made the speaker think about this issue, as well as the immediate occasion, like what is on the invitation for everybody who's listening to the speech. Second one, the next one is audience. Who is the intended audience for the piece? And don't you dare say the people who are standing in front of him. Who is this text directed at? It's not to say anyone who will read it. You want to identify a certain audience by describing some of its characteristics. I like that. I think it's really valuable if you establish characteristics with the audience for any intended piece, because it's giving, by doing that, you're defining it in its own way. You know what I mean? It's not just labor workers. It's labor workers in the Midwest during the housing crisis. Like, you're establishing a context. You're establishing a lot more of an understanding by them by just describing some of their characteristics. Okay, purpose. Why is the author writing this? The purpose should be purely personal one. To assuage. Someone tell me how to pronounce that word. Guilt, to encourage action, but it could also be directed at the audience. You got to decide what the message is and how the author wants the audience to respond. I like the wording of this, how the author wants the audience to respond. I think that is kind of a good question to ask yourself as you're reading through it. Finally, speaker. What can you say about the speaker based on references to the text? I think this one's easy when it's presidential. Because you kind of have a lot to talk about. You're not just talking about the man or woman, you're talking about the office they hold. So that's kind of an easy thing, that if you're ever given a speaker who has a title in it, they're giving you a little bit of a gift there. They're letting you talk about not just the individual, but the office. Okay, so tone. This is where everyone blows it. This is where everyone goes, it's sad. He seems sarcastic. Give me more. So tone, and this is what I mean when I say I'm trying to set up a perfect archive for Soapstone, is that when you click on this, this will take you to a PDF of a bunch of tone words. So it's kind of an easy way for you to go through and go, okay, I don't know exactly what tone I want, but let me click on this and figure out what tones are orbiting what I want to say. So you're going to try and choose a description of the tone that fits the piece as a whole. Include specific words or phrases from the text and explain how they support that tonal statement. Okay, so if you're going to go in here and put melancholy, put in quotes in here and explain to me how it is melancholy. How does that prove your tone? And then finally, once you've got all of this done, I want you to give me one sentence. Your one sentence thesis, or your or as the sexier term is, claim statement. And here's the prompt from the text. Write an essay in which you analyze the rhetorical strategies President Kennedy uses to achieve his purpose. Support your analysis with specific references to the text. So again, click this link if you're wondering what rhetorical strategies are, or you're kind of just having a brain fart, because we are coming back from summer and it's been a while. And normally I'd kind of have this displayed on the whiteboard in front of us. And you're going to give me your thesis, okay? What rhetorical strategies are being used? How are they being used? Is Kennedy using them well? Are they effectively used for this audience? You are literally critiquing this speech. Whereas with the argumentative essays, you are developing an argument. You are establishing a well structured argument that can stand on its own. Synthesis piece, you are arguing based on the evidence that is given to you. Rhetorical analysis, you are critiquing. You are looking at this speech and you are like giving your opinion and analyzing what went well and what didn't go well. All right, you guys. I'm giving you a heads up on Wednesday with this. You guys are going to do an outline. You're not going to write a time break on this one. But Wednesday, you're going to do an outline of this to try and figure out what exactly, what textual evidence you would actually pull from this reading and what you would say about them, what your commentary on them would be, what your analysis on them would be. And on Friday, we're going to have a time break that is totally different from this, because I want us getting comfortable with 40 minutes for writing, 5 minutes for uploading, because that is going to be the time frame for the AP exam as we know it. It's a 40-minute writing, and they give you 5 minutes to upload it wherever you can. If you can't do it, you're out of luck. So that's my plan for the week. I have a check-in on Google Classroom for you guys today that's kind of thinking about what book should we be reading going forward, a reflection question on the Huck Finn essay, and just a general check-in. I feel like I haven't heard from a lot of you guys in a while, and for my own mental health, I'm missing you. So I'm hoping to hear from you guys. All right. Hope everyone's doing well, and I'll see you. I'm hoping a lot of you guys during office hours this week. All right. Bye, everybody.